We've been asked many times about how to trace three-phase cables through an installation when none of the conductors are marked or identified. The method shown in this video is straightforward and reliable. All that you have to do is to be methodical. And, of course, it will work for any number of unmarked conductors. Let's begin. You might be asked to connect a three-phase motor to the supply, but you have 5 unmarked conductors, possibly more, all the same colour. All the conductors disappear from view, and all that you have are 5 wires at one end and 5 at the other end, which could be in a different room or some distance away. How can we identify each conductor, and is there a reliable testing sequence to identify each one? Let's start with our 5 unmarked conductors in conduit passing through a wall. Start by labelling the conductors on one side with the letters A to E, and label the conductors where they reappear on the other side with the numbers 1 to 5. We must now start by finding 2 conductors. We cannot start by just finding one. The tests are low ohms tests, continuity testing. 0 ohms or close to 0 is a pass. It proves that continuity has been found between the 2 ends being tested. And a high ohms reading, 1999 ohms, the meter maximum as shown here, is a fail. Continuity has not been found. And that is all that we are looking for. Low ohms, continuity proved, a pass. High ohms, no continuity, a fail. Begin by connecting wires A and B together. You can use connector blocks, Wagos or crocodile clips as long as it is a reliable connection. At the other end of the cables, the numbered end, in the other room or wherever, we will test for low ohms between pairs of cables until we find a connection. Be methodical. Start by testing between 1 and 2. The result is 1999 ohms, the meter maximum. This is a fail. 1 and 2 are not connected to A and B. Leave the connection at A and B where it is, and now test between 1 and 3 for low ohms. Again, the result is 1999 ohms, no continuity, so move on. Leave A and B connected and test between 1 and 4. This time we have a reading of 0.5 ohms, close to 0. This test has found continuity between 1 and 4 when A and B are connected together. We now know that 1 and 4 are A and B, so write this down. We don't yet know which one is A and which one is B, but we will soon find that out. We need to do something else first. Before we can separate A and B, we need to find a single conductor, a wire on its own. Look at conductors 1 and 4 and A and B as being one cable, and leave them connected for now. Now connect together A plus B plus C. In the next test, we're going to find the single conductor C. Start at the beginning again with a low ohms test between 1 and 2. And we have a result of 1999 ohms, a high reading, so 1 and 2 are not connected. Now repeat the test between 1 and 3. And we have a low ohms reading of 0.5 ohms. Conductor 1 is A or B, so conductor 3 must be C. We've now found our first single wire on its own. Now we can determine which is conductor A and which is B. Because we definitely know that 3 is C, we can use this to help us now. Disconnect B so that only A and C are connected. Now we will find conductor A on its own. Conductor A must be number 1 or number 4, so begin by testing between 1 and 3. And we have a high ohms reading. There is no continuity, so move on. If it's not number 1, it must be number 4, so test between 3 and 4. Sure enough, we have a low ohms reading of 0.5 ohms. So wire number 4 must be A. Write this down. By implication, 1 must be B. Write this down too, and if you wish, you can test it to prove it. Now let's find D. Keep C as your reference wire and connect C and D together. Wire D can only possibly be number 2 or number 5. So low ohms test 2 to 3. This gives a low ohms result. So we can say that 2 is D, and we write this down. The last stage is to find E. We know that 5 must be E, it's the only one left. But we haven't actually tested it yet, and we must do that. So connect C to E, carry out a low ohms test between 3 and 5, and, as expected, we have a low ohms result, 0.5 ohms. So 5 is E, write this down, and that is the job done. We have our list which letter matches with the numbers, and now we can replace all the letters with the corresponding numbers. Now we know which wire is number 1 at both ends of the conduit, number 2 at both ends, and so on. And this method will work with any number of conductors that are separated at both ends. The most important thing is to be methodical. Mark the cable ends in a logical manner and use either all numbers, all letters, or a mix of both, as I did here, letters at one end, numbers at the other. Stay organised and draw what you have before you begin. Make sure that you write down your test results as you go. If you write them down, you don't need to remember them. And do not forget to complete the other essential tests on the cables, such as insulation resistance. Thank you for watching this video. It is very much appreciated. Please subscribe to our channel to get access to all of our videos, and remember to click on notify to be sure of not missing our next video. Here are some tips on getting even more information and help out of learnelectrics.com. At your web browser, enter learnelectrics.com into the search bar, select learnelectrics.com from the choices offered, and the website, as shown, will open up for you. You now have a couple of choices. You can search for a help item or any video by entering a keyword into the search bar on the right. Click on return, and all the help files and videos with that word in the title will be listed for you. They will be shown with a short description, and each video that is listed will have a link shown that will take you directly to that exact YouTube video. Or you can browse through a list of all the available items and videos. To do this, click on the LE logo on the top left of the home page, and all our items and videos will be shown. There will be 10 items shown on each page, and at the bottom of each page is a page selector, page 2, page 3, and so on, and these will bring up the next 10 items or videos in the list. And don't forget that you can also type in Learn Electrics, all one word, into the YouTube search bar to go directly to our channel at any time from any computer. We are constantly adding new videos to our channel, so be sure not to miss the next one. Once again, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again very soon.